How to play Oscar Isaac or Moon Knight. How does a Moon Knight main play this low-key OP hero, you might ask? I have one word for you, my Padawans. Ankh. No, not Unk. I was born in 1998, goddammit. The word of the day is Ankh, the Egyptian symbol that represents life, and getting a quadra kill in Yiggsguard domination in less than 10 seconds because everyone is too overstimulated running ass first to the point to notice their health bar is being shredded without warning. Mark Spector's Moonblades don't have the fastest traveling speed in comparison to other projectiles in the game. Hawkeye! So trying to hit moving targets with his left click is not an easy task. Also, his crescent moons can do extra headshot damage, so it's worth trying to hit the head if you're in close enough range. And that, my Moon Knight disciples, is why you have to rely on how you proactively and creatively place your Ankh in order for you to dish out most of your DPS. Because trying to hit headshots on moving targets with Jake Lockley's primary fire will make you feel like you're playing the game on 1000 ping. You can use Ankhs offensively by placing it far out to deal damage to enemies who are far away when you're behind cover. And if you throw them precisely enough, you can even place it on walls and other non-horizontal surfaces. So that way you do surprise damage from an angle your enemies won't even see coming. If you use Stephen Grant's Ankhs in this fashion, not only will you be able to deal damage from afar, but you'll be able to shred people from angles where they can't even see you because you'll place the Ankh above their head, and by the time they figure out where you placed it, they're already dead. PSA for anyone who's not a Stephen Grant main. Throwing your Ankh will pull anyone who is in the initial area of its landing towards its center, similar to Zarya Ultimate or Hela Orb CC. So not only does this thing provide you with basically auto-aim for your main damage abilities, but it can also act as mini CC to disrupt the enemy team's positioning. For anyone who is brand new here to Moon Knight, you get 2 Ankhs, and you can throw them out on the map at any given time before they start recharging. And yes, you can in fact link these Ankhs together to double bounce your projectiles onto enemies. Since the skill gap for Moon Knight is abusing his Ankh's auto-aim mechanics, learn how to place these things down so that they cover the most ground possible. Doing the most damage possible is your main goal as Moon Knight, and you should focus on your Ankh mechanics in order to improve your skills as Moon Knight. Ankhs don't have a timer and you get 2 of them, so this thing will sit there menacingly until the enemy team wakes up and shoots it. Always keep track of previously placed Ankhs. While the enemy team may forget about them, you shouldn't. This definitely comes in handy on the domination game mode. If you haven't realized it already, Mark Spector's ultimate is not a kill ultimate. It's a zoning and engage/disengage ultimate. Khonshu's fists don't do enough initial burst damage to kill anyone outright upon its activation, barring a few squishy duelists. This means you need to save your ultimate for objective play only. If you try to save this thing to pick up 1v1 kills or cast it on yourself in a fight, you're really just wasting its potential. However, casting it on yourself when you're inside of a domination point and there are enemies diving you, it can be used effectively in that manner if you know how to properly place it and time it. If you want to channel your inner Jake Lockley, don't forget that Moon Knight has dual-wield billy clubs that he can swing for consistent damage when you're in kissing distance of your enemies. In this game, you can't rely on trying to hit your left clicks when someone's diving on top of you, and throwing your Ankh down to dish damage out will be too slow to allow you to defend yourself when you're getting jumped on inside of the objective. A cool tip that I realized is that if you have a mouse with side buttons, bind your billy club melee to your side mouse button. This way, you can hold it down and do continuous close-range damage without having to press the key on your keyboard over and over again. I also have my grappling hook bound to my second mouse button for quick usage as well. This tip video mainly focused on using his Ankh, so let me know if you want more tip videos that cover how to use his other abilities and abuse his other secret mechanics in his kit.